All right, I'm leaving work, and as you can see, it's another magical day. But you know what happened earlier, which was incredibly rude, was I was talking to myself the whole way to work, and then I realized by the time I got to work that something happened, and I actually recorded nothing, which was very hurtful because I feel like I covered a lot of ground. But whatever. Guess I'll just talk to myself on the way home. But now with daylight savings time and everything, I can't actually do that because it's not dark when I leave. So yeah, I'm leaving here now, obviously. And I'm gonna go home and get changed and go to the gym. Do I want to wear my sunglasses? It's kind of bright. We're real cool now. But I'm excited to see what my weigh-in is because I just feel so skinny. Skinny legend. The last time I went was 14 or 16 pounds down. And part of what I was talking about on my way here was how I've been wearing these pants that were kind of a struggle for me to wear before. Like, I could only wear them when I was feeling skinny because they would otherwise dig into me and kind of give like a fupa situation. But now they fit so much more comfortably, and because they're like a fitted jogger pant, I can just do everything in them at work. Like today, I pretty much had a work-appropriate professional athleisure outfit on, and it was great. What else did I talk about earlier today? One of the things was something that I journaled about last night, actually, and because the term mayhem has been on my mind so much with Gaga's album, and I was just thinking to myself and kind of like spiraling a little bit and having all of this nostalgia for who I used to be about the mayhem and like missing the mayhem because there's no mayhem in my life anymore. I evicted all of the mayhem. Now, at the most, I have controlled chaos. So there are things that occur that, you know, I don't have full control over, but I can kind of guide the outcome or set myself up for success or do something that's a little outside of my comfort zone, but still like re-regulate myself after. And so the examples of that in the immediate future are, okay, well, I'm going to a birthday party downtown Saturday night after working from 11:15 to 8:15, and then I'm going to the Bratz party, and I won't even get there until almost 9, so then I'm gonna be out until, like, I probably won't get home until at least midnight, which is crazy for me. And then the 22nd, I have an offsite work event that's also going to get out kind of late, and I probably won't get home until after 10. And it's like I'm off the next day, but I'm driving to Columbus to go and do something with my sister. So like these, I just like had air. These are moments of controlled chaos for me. Like that's super disruptive for me, but I can make it work for me. And then April 2nd, I'll be at the airport and I'll have my training the next day and I'll be in Washington, D.C. And then I'm coming back the next day the day of the training on April 3rd. And then but I made sure that I would have the day off after that so that I could re-regulate myself. So these are how I'm still having chaos in my life, which is important. Like, as much as balance and routine and structure is important, you need some chaos too, so you don't get bored. But I was just lamenting my old life where I had so much more mayhem, so much more chaos, and I was romanticizing it in my mind, where I was thinking back to when I didn't have all these routines, when I wasn't always meal prepping and eating the same things, and I was just going out to eat with my friends, and I was drinking and I was smoking. And even though I worked a full-time job and even had multiple jobs at that time and for a long time, somehow I still found the time to be more social, and I would have romantic escapades and flings, and I'd be dating people, and I just felt like I went more places and I was more fun. I was doing all kinds of things, and I was like, how was I working at sometimes even more and even more deranged hours, but I still had all this time for other stuff? And I got kind of bent about it because I was like, what's going on here? Am I just lame? Am I boring? I feel like even when I hang out with somebody, it throws my whole life out of whack, or whenever I go and do anything outside of my normally scheduled programming, it's so disruptive to me. And I was thinking about that, and I realized that I might have had a more chaotic and a more like fun and whimsical life back then, but the difference is, and what I traded it all for, was to be happier, healthier, and with a future. Like, the jobs that I had before, I wasn't thinking of outside of work. I literally just showed up for the money, and it wasn't inspiring that much growth within me. I never really felt that uncomfortable doing what I was doing because I could just do it and I could just make money and keep moving with my life. And no shade to jobs that are just your job and you show up for those reasons. But now I'm in a line of work where I have a lot of purpose in it, and I can see why it's valuable for me to take it seriously. And I can see how much it has improved me and made me grow. I'm so much better for it. So it's all worth it. And I get to have all of these other experiences, like going and traveling to places that I've never been before, and meeting all these people that, like, we're all brought together by Mac, and we have this similar interest and this similar love. And that, I really value that kind of community that I've inherited by having this job. And I'm just exposed to good things. And then, I traded my life of recklessness with drinking and smoking and all of that for health, for the longevity and the beauty of my body, and to feel good and to not put myself in danger. And I've saved so much money in the process of that. Like, I might have felt like I had more money to spend back in those days, and I was fine and free to blow it, but I never have saved as much money as I have since I changed and I stopped being like that. I mean, I have money saved, not like millions of dollars or nothing, of course, or even hundreds of thousands, or even like in the double digits yet. But I'm on my way, and I'm doing positive things and having financial safety and security and responsibility, and that's very important. It allows me to have fun safely. I think the only thing that I had before that I really don't have now, that I also don't have anything better to replace it, is how I don't really have a romantic life. Because when I stopped drinking and I stopped hanging out with idiots, and I also really increased my self-worth and had respect for myself and regarded myself as somebody who deserved to only have good people around her. I mean, a lot of people that were around before, they aren't here now. And that's friendships, and that's family, and that's definitely guys and romantic relationships. And that sucks sometimes. Like I told you about the dreams that I've been having, and there have been so many more dreams that I haven't even talked about, and just how it would be nice to feel that connection with somebody again. I kind of don't know how that will happen at this point in time, because I'm not somebody who is, gonna jump into bed with anybody, and I only meet so many men. So I don't know, maybe with the new things that I'm doing lately, I will meet more people, and I just want to have an organic, respectable, like, meet cute with somebody and not think that they're creepy or too pushy, or think they're just trying to get up in my jibs. I understand if that is what the underlying draw is. That's kind of how sexual attraction goes, and that's what's going to make especially a man want a romantic relationship with you. But I think I'm getting closer and closer to being ready for that. I kind of think I am ready for it, actually. I just need to position myself to be able to receive it, because I feel like I am ready to receive it. And I am just so much smarter now. So I think the fears that I've had in the past, and how I was just kind of repurifying myself basically over the last few years, and getting rid of the bitterness that I had in my heart from not having strong boundaries before all the time, or there were just certain scenarios where they were weaker. I wouldn't say that I was a weak person before, because I've never let anybody just run over me. The sexual assaults that I hear of a lot of people experiencing, that has not been my story, because anybody who came at me crazy, I came at them crazy. I've always defended myself. And if somebody was touching me and God, fucking anyway, anybody who physically aggressed me or tried to touch me when they explicitly knew that I didn't want them to touch me, I fucked them up. Not like I beat them within an inch of their life or something, but I left those dudes scars, because I always wanted them to know, do not fuck with me, because if you fuck with me, I will fuck with you, and you're gonna have to explain where that scar came from. The only times that anything ever, quote unquote, bad happened to me with a guy was because my dumbass was drunk. And there are all kinds of opinions on that. We should live in a world where women can get drunk and men can be safe around. Okay, yeah, sure. We don't live in that world, though, and we may never live in that world. So you can keep acting like an idiot and scream from the mountaintops that you should be able to be a drunk piece of shit and falling all over the place and wearing a slutty outfit and be like, well, the men shouldn't have done anything. Okay, but they are. So if you keep doing that, dangerous things are going to keep happening to you. So those were the only times that anything shady went down. And, you know, it's not like I was asking for it, but I was putting myself in a dangerous position. And, you know, there were a couple close calls, or where something happened that would have been better if it didn't. And that's on me, because I was making the choice to do bad things. Drinking is not an inherently good choice. It makes you make bad decisions. It makes you less aware. And it's just outright bad for your health. So if you do something like that, I don't know what you expect. You think you're going to drink your way to a degree? You think you're going to drink your way to a better financial situation? You think you're going to drink your way to health? You think you're going to drink your way to love? Like, you're not. And you're a fool if you think that you are. If you think anything good is going to happen to you by drinking. That's some dumb assery right there. So, but basically, yeah, like, now that I've stopped drinking, I'm no longer in those risky situations. But it does mean that I have way less romantic encounters, because I'm not weakened and people can't get away with just like making me feel things that aren't real. They can't take advantage of me. There's nothing dulling my senses and how I regard them. Like, I'm acutely aware of everything. And you either have to come correct and act right and be somebody that I actually vibe with and that I want to talk to, or nothing is going to happen. And I'm definitely not going to let you touch me. So, all in all to say, I don't have much of a romantic life, but I guess the trade-off is worth it, because I've become this person instead of being the person I was, and the person I am now actually deserves a really great partner because of who I am now and because of who I would be in a relationship. So there you go. But all right, I gotta get dressed, go work on my fitness or whatever. Bye, bitches. I'll bring you guys along in the gym, if not for anything else but the weigh-in, because we gotta see how slim I am now. Okay, love you.
Raindrops falling on the ground, splashing all around. Sky so gray, but I'm okay, dancing all day. Lady Gaga show business. Puddles form under my feet, feeling the beat. Jump high, catch the sky, no reason why. Lady Gaga show business. Day delight, feeling so right. Sun might hide away, but we got today. Lady Gaga show business. Umbrellas spinning round, splashing, fun we found. Shoes soak, dancing through me and you. Lady Gaga show business, spinning round, round. Splashing, fun we found. Shoes soak, dancing through me and you. Lady Gaga show business. No need for sun, rains are fun. Clouds can't stay. Let's play all day. Lady Gaga show business. Rainy day delight, feeling so right. Sun might hide away, but we got today. Lady Gaga show business. Umbrella spinning around, feeling so right. Sun might hide away, but we got today. Lady Gaga show business. Umbrella spinning round, raindrops falling on the ground. I'm ready for some raindrops falling on the ground, splashing all around. Sky so gray, but I'm okay, dancing all day. Lady Gaga show business.